Follow the location of the red ball to determine where the root is located as I perform Grasp the Sparrow's Tail. Notice how the root gradually increases on one side as it decreases on the other. Learning how to create this dynamic shift of weight is one of the most important skills in Tai Chi and in regular walking. You can think about rooting as a dynamic connection between your spine, your leg, and the ground. Proper rooting, or grounding, creates a clear axis of rotation around a single leg. This creates stability and balance. Think of a tether ball moving around the axis of the pole. The Tai Chi practitioner is tethered to the ground through the rooted leg. In this video, I will explore how to create quality rooting with your core waist muscles. In this video, I'm going to explore the concept of rooting within the context of the Tai Chi technique, Grasp the Sparrow's Tail. When we do Grasp the Sparrow's Tail, we go through ward off, roll back, press, push, and that completes it. And then we turn around and do the next technique of single whip. With each one of these movements, we're rooting one leg or the other to the ground. And we're doing that using our core muscles, coordinating our waist muscles with our hip actions to create a grounding with one leg, connecting our spine to the ground we're moving on. That's going to help with the fluidity of our movement. When we're shifting forward and ward off, we're rooting the rear leg. And then I shift the root to the forward leg, and I'm already rooted on the forward leg before I begin to roll back. And I'm rooted on the forward leg throughout the rollback. So if someone were to try to push me over, I have a connection to that front leg on the ground, preventing me from being toppled over that way. After I get back here and roll back, I'm shifting the root to the rear leg, also creating stability as I plan to shift forward. So now as I shift forward, people can't yank me off balance because I'm rooted to the rear leg. Creating root is a dynamic process that requires control with our muscles. We're using primarily the lower abdominal muscles to create that root. When I shift forward in ward off, we're using the lower abs on the left to root the left leg. The lower abs do two primary functions. One is they're going to tuck the pelvis under like this. So I'm using my left lower abs, tucking under, creating a neutral pelvis so my pelvis isn't tipped forward. The other thing they're going to do is turn back on the side where they're active. So my left lower abs are tucking the pelvis on the left, and they're turning back to the left, creating a connection between my left leg and the ground as I shift forward and ward off. That prevents me from being yanked over. Now to prepare for rollback, I'm going to change the root to the right leg, the front leg. I'm going to do that by turning the belly button to the right. It was turned to the left before that. I'm also going to tuck. I'm tucking the lower abs on the right, and I'm turning the belly button to the right. If you root both legs at the same time, you're going to fall off balance. And this is why one of the primary essential principles in Tai Chi is never be double weighted or double rooted. Because I have that tuck here on the left, if I tuck on the right at the same time, this is what's going to happen. My pelvis is going to tip back too far and I'm going to fall over. So as I change the root from the left to the right, I have to remove the tuck from the left and bring it on to the right. But when we're talking about a circular movement, sometimes it's easier to think about the rotation than it is to think about the tuck. When I'm shifting forward, it's very easy to think about the tucking action here. As I shift it to the front leg, if I tuck, like I showed, you're going to get this. But it's easier to think about changing the root by rotating the belly button to the right. So that's going to remove it from the left, and it's going to begin the turn out of the arms. And then I complete the motion by turning the upper waist, but I've already created the root on the right leg. Now when I shift back, I'm continuing to turn the belly button to the right, the lower abs to the right, until I finish rollback. And then now I'm going to take the lower abs and turn them to the left and tuck on the left. That's where you're going to see this motion start here. You can see the action in the lower abs, which creates the circle of my left palm. And then I turn the upper waist to do the connection between the wrist and the palm. So now I'm rooted on the left leg. Now I shift forward, keeping the root, keeping the tuck on the left. Open up, and then now as I shift back, I'm going to turn the root back to the right, rooting my right leg so I can't get pushed over backwards. So as I push back here, I'm turning the belly button to the right, rooting the right leg so I can't get yanked off of that position. And then as I push forward, I'm going to transfer the root back to the left. Tucking on the left, releasing the tuck on the right. So there's a constant and gradual shift of the root from left to right, continuing on the right, and then now to the left, continuing on the left, now to the right, now to the left. If you're new to the channel, I'm Dr. Todd Martin, creator of both the Tai Chi Code and the Walking Code. If you can learn how to use your abs effectively to create root, it's not only going to help your Tai Chi, it's going to help your walking technique because it's going to allow you to shift weight as you step, shifting the weight and the root one leg at a time in a controlled fashion so you're not falling into your steps. That's going to help you move more fluidly and with lower impact on your joints, and it's going to help you have a lot more confidence with your motion. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to click the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. If you haven't already checked out the video on hip power, or the video on rotation of the upper waist controlling direction, you'll find those linked in the description section. Those three actions will complete the responsibility of the core: direction, root, and power. Have a great day.